Hi everyone and welcome back to Rain and Cake. So today's video is going to be something that I've never done before. It's one of those chatty get ready with me videos, and I've seen quite a few YouTubers do it, and I think it's quite a nice way to just talk to you about things that are going on in my life, just update you with stuff that's been happening, and just generally have a chit chat whilst doing my makeup. So as you can see, my face is pretty bare. I have moisturiser on, and I need to get ready to go out and do some wedding stuff. So as you can see from the title, this is a get ready with me / wedding planning so far chatty video. So if you guys didn't know, I am getting married next year, and it is all super exciting and not stressful at this moment in time. I consider myself as quite an organised person, so I have been trying to do a lot of the planning myself, and because I know exactly what I want, so that helps in a sense. And Dan is letting me get on with stuff, which is nice, because he's just the type of person that likes to stay in the background and just make a decision when he needs to, especially when it comes to food. But apart from that, everything else is down to me, and yeah, I am enjoying the process so far. If you do see me looking either over this way or down this way, I am actually looking at a mirror, and I'm also looking at a list that I was wanting to talk to you guys about in terms of the wedding. So without rambling on too much, I'm just going to start off getting ready because I don't really have that much time. But anyway, so Dan and I have been engaged for quite some time, and we've only just started talking about planning the wedding sort of like around June this year. And I mean, I never really thought about how I would like to get married as such. I just primed my face with the Nivea Express Hydration Primer, by the way. It's a really nice primer. It's like kind of gel-like, so it's really good for kind of like oily skins like what I have. So yeah, so I never really kind of looked into wedding planning after getting engaged. I just kind of, not that I wanted to put it off or purposely put it off, it was just something that I didn't kind of explore into after getting engaged, if you know what I mean. I just wasn't in a rush to do that. So yeah, so I was just kind of milling about and just doing random bits and bobs, like looking on Pinterest and stuff, but it never really occurred to me that I needed to start planning, even though I am obviously engaged to get married. So yeah, so we probably started looking in June this year, and we wanted to, because we live in the south of London, not south of the UK, so southeast kind of way, so more of the, like, if you guys know the south, it's more towards the Bexley and Kent way, so that's where we live. So we've always wanted to get married at this side of the water. So yeah, so because we did explore venues sort of around Essex way and more kind of round not north, but kind of we was just open to areas, but deep down both of us wanted to get close to, like, married close to home, because it was easier for our family and stuff like that as well. So yeah, so we started looking. I used Hitched to look for wedding locations, and I also looked on Facebook, because some of my friends on Facebook were getting married in places, and it was all like really nice. So I come across this particular venue on actually a guy on my Facebook. He got married there. By the way, I am waiting for a delivery, so if I go off for any reason, or you hear the bell, or my phone goes off, the driver could be here. I'm getting a delivery of a chair. So yeah, I looked on Hitched, and I need to start doing this makeup. Sorry, I'm telling you what I'm going to use as well. For this foundation, for my foundation, I've been using MAC Studio Sculpt SPF 15 in a shade NW25, and because that's lighter than well, it was my skin tone before I had a tan, so I'm mixing it with the Rimmel Wake Me Up in the shade 400. So yeah, so we both had a little look on Hitched, and yeah, so getting back to the Facebook story, I saw a guy get married on not on Facebook, but he was on my Facebook. And by the way, if you're wondering, this is an Artiste brush is oval 8, and my handle broke, which I was really upset about because this brush is just so expensive. Anyway, back to the guy. I saw him get married at this place in Maidstone, and if you know that area, you will probably know where I'm talking about. But it was just a really nice venue, and I watched his wedding video. I saw his pictures, and I was like, that's really nice. And then I told Dan, and Dan was like, yeah, it's nice, but I bet you it's going to cost like loads of money. We didn't really start out with a budget. We was just like having a look at what the options were. Yeah, so he liked it. He didn't actually like it from the pictures. He said, I know that's going to be like really poncy and stuff like that, but I really liked it. So I said, let's just go and have a look. And then we made an appointment. Everything was really smooth. We went along, and Dan absolutely loved it. He was like, this place is amazing, it's gorgeous. And basically we could just both see ourselves getting married there. So we were like, well, the next venues that we view are going to have to be on the same level, because otherwise there's just no comparison. They just had this massive, like, huge garden, and we could just picture ourselves getting married there. So yeah, so the venue people were really lovely. They let us obviously wait, because they told us like what dates were available. There was only like 3 dates available next year, so we had to be quick if we wanted to book anything. So we had a couple of more venues to view. Obviously we didn't want to just settle on the one, because, you know, can't just do things like that. This is my Lottie London. Lottie London Got It Covered concealer in the shade Shell. So we couldn't just settle. So we went to the other venues, and in one of the venues where Dan's friend got married, because we went there for a wedding, and from what Dan remembered, he really liked it, but I knew that it wasn't somewhere that I wanted to go to, or I wanted to get married. So, but we went anyway because I knew Dan liked it. Oh god. So yeah, and then when we went, it confirmed that Dan didn't actually like it there. Then we had one more place, in a place called Hive, which is definitely further south. It was called Hayne House, and that venue is absolutely beautiful. But it all came back down to the first venue, because we just weighed it up. And so yeah, so after we went to see Hayne House, we went to a coffee shop, and we kind of looked at the negatives and positives for both, and it just come to a conclusion that we really liked and wanted to stick with the first venue. So that Monday I booked it, basically. I put a deposit down, secured the date that we wanted, which was obviously one of the free dates that we actually while we were there, when we were discussing dates, someone else booked one of the free dates, so there was only 2 days left. So we booked it. I paid a deposit, all fine and dandy. This is the LA Girl Pro Contour. Well, it's not contour really, it's kind of like a concealer, but I got it in a shade which is much darker. It's called Beautiful Bronze for contouring. So I've just put that on my cheek, under my jawbone area. I mean, as a everyday look, I don't go for anything spectacular. I just do what I normally would do for an everyday. I did put some on my nose, so I use this little brush from Primark to just blend it in a bit. I don't know if there is much difference, but to me there is. I don't know if you can see, but anyway, yeah, so I've just blended in that contour. So yeah, so we've booked the venue. What else? Where am I? This is the Topshop Glow Pot, by the way, in the shade Polished, and it's just a liquid kind of paste highlighter. And this isn't actually an eyeliner brush, but I use it to apply the illuminator. So let me just have a look at my list on what I've got to talk about. So we set the date, booked the venue. So the next was, obviously we're both not churchgoers, so we need to book a registrar to come and be the official person to marry us. So we are London Borough of Bexley, so I have booked. Well, if you're not getting married in a church, you'll have to go to your council. We didn't know this until my friend Lynn, who got married 2 years ago, told us that you need to go to your council and you need to actually do a test. So you have to answer questions about each other to make sure that your marriage is not basically made up or fake or anything like that. So so we did that recently. So I booked the registrar. We both did the test, which is £35 each, to just answer a few questions. Wedding is just all money. It's so expensive. Sorry about that, just burped. I'm going to use this powder, by the way. It's the Make Up Forever HD. Oh, is my battery running out? No, it's not. It's just been talking for too long. So yeah, we've done the registrar bit, or we've done our test, and now we've got to wait 28 days for that to settle, like as in no one comes forward to object your marriage, and then you are good to marry. And then after that it's a further £592 to book your registrar for the day. So yeah, all in all we're paying about £700 just to make it official. Crazy money, but it has to be done, I guess. And then, so that's all done. I was always told to book your registrar early as well, because you run the risk of not having someone officially officially whatever you verify your marriage, I guess. Yeah, so I wanted to get that done as soon as possible. And then what's next? Let's talk about bridesmaids. Okay, bridesmaids and best men. I always knew I wanted my sister to be bridesmaid. Let me just check that quickly. No, it's not the delivery man. Yeah, I always knew I wanted my sister to be my bridesmaid. I always knew I wanted my cousin to be my bridesmaid. Then obviously my best friends. So I have my little brother's girlfriend, actually. She's also, I wanted her to be a bridesmaid as well, and then I also wanted 2 of my other best friends to be it. So one is actually my little brother's girlfriend's sister, who's been a good friend of mine for a number of years now, and then I wanted my other friend Elif, but due to certain circumstances she can't be a bridesmaid, which is fine, is understandable. So yeah, so I have 4 bridesmaids, and Dan wanted 2 of his brothers to be best men. He couldn't pick between either one of them, so he had to have the 2. I just used the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer. I've got loads of these sachets, so I just want to kind of use them up. Yeah, so bridesmaids and best men were those 2, and I've got nieces, and Dan's got nieces as so we're going to use them as flower girls, and I've got a nephew, and Dan has a nephew, and they are going to be our ushers. So yeah, so that was, and everyone was happy, everyone agreed, which was nice, because the last thing you want is someone to say no for no reason. So yeah, so we have sent out all our save the dates. So I'm getting married in September next year. Yeah, so all the save the dates have gone out to the people obviously that we want to be there, and then our invites will go out for, I guess, 3 months before. Right, now photographer and videographer. Dan obviously knew he wanted a photographer, but he was not dead against a videographer. But sorry, I just covered my face there. This is a Too Faced chocolate bar palette, and I'm using this shade is Semi Sweet, and I'm going to go over it with a wash of hot chocolate. I'm not really that fussed about eyeshadows in general. I just do whatever I think suits. Yeah, so he wasn't dead against a videographer, but Dan's always been a bit uncomfortable in front of the cameras anyway, so in terms of getting a videographer, it was mostly my decision. I would regret not having one, because you spend so long creating this one day. I'd regret not being able to go back and watch it in motion. So yeah, I I just said to Dan, I'm definitely having a videographer, and that was the end of that. Yeah, didn't really say much for that. So we've booked both of them. We've booked a videographer, the photographer, and then her name is Terry, and her account, her Instagram account is called Summer Lily Studio, or her company is called Summer Lily Studio, and my videographer is Leanne, and her company is called Blooming Lovely Films. So yeah, so I'm really happy I've got those two. And that's that. DJ, yeah, I didn't laugh because it was sarcastic, but DJ, because Dan's friend's friend is a DJ, we've booked him to do that, so that was pretty easy. I think with DJs they're about £350 to £400 these days, but Rob's friend is doing us a deal, so yeah, that's fine. We've also just recently finalised our catering options, so yes, I'm really excited about that. And obviously Dan had a lot of input into the food because he is a massive foodie and he just loves his food, so he gets a say in that. And we finalised our menu, we sorted out the booking of the catering, so we're really happy with that. Cake, we've also got the lady who's going to make our cake. Her cakes were amazing. I cannot fault anything with her cakes. It was just so nice, and yeah, I'm so happy I got her. I will link the companies that I've booked below, by the way, just so in case you are wedding planning and you're looking to just have a look at other suppliers. I'm going to use this Lash Perfect Ultra Fine Black eyeliner, which was in a goodie bag. I mean, it's not the best eyeliner, but it will do for today. And I actually need to really lean forward because I can't actually see what I'm doing. Actually, I'm gonna just finish my eyeliner, come back and talk to you. One sec. Okay, I'm back. Eyeliner done. It's just a very normal looking eyeliner. Yeah, so I mean, it's not the best eyeliner, but it was just something that I found in a goodie bag and thought I'll just use it. Okay, where was I? On my list, cakes, yeah, booked the cake, everything was great. Okay, dress, I have booked my dress, and it is like, maybe that should be for another video because I feel like I'm going to go on for it for too long. But yes, bottom line is I have booked my dress, or I have made an order for my dress, and super happy about that. It did take some, oh, where is my, I don't know where my eyebrow pencil's gone. Never mind, I'll just move on and do that, and I'll come back and do my eyebrows later. So I'm just gonna set my cream contour with a powder as well. So this is just the Liz Earle bronzer in a darker shade, and I'm just gonna run a bit on my cheekbones there. Yeah, so moving on from the dress, florist. So yeah, we have booked our florist. She's lovely, her name's Jill, and I've seen all her pictures and, like, you know, everything that she's done for the venue that we chose, and she's incredible with her flower arrangements and all that stuff, so really happy to be working with her. And yeah, I can't wait to see what she creates. I've given her all the colour themes and all in all, you know, I know she can do what she needs to do, so that's fine. Powder highlighter, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera Illuminator. So I've been using this for about a month now, and yeah, and I really like it. It's just really subtle highlight. I mean, it's not like glow to the stars kind of highlight, but it's nice and subtle. And my blush, I'm going to go for the Liz Earle in Rose number 4. Again, it's a really nice subtle colour, so we'll just put some on the cheeks. Yeah, so my shoes, I've got my shoes as well. So I have got some Valentinos, which I'm super excited. I've always wanted a pair anyway, and it was always so expensive, but my friend very kindly got me some discount, which is great. And I've always wanted the kind of nude pair, but for the purpose of the wedding, I opted for like an ivory nude. So I think that one's a really gorgeous colour actually. Yeah. I'm just thinking what I need to do next. I'm just going to pop some mascara on. I don't have lashes, my lashes are non-existent, and I don't even wear mascara most of the times, but I will do today. And I don't really actually do anything with making my lashes look more enhanced. I don't have time for that. No, I'm joking, I do, but I never really know how like to make it look really nice, honestly. Like, if you have any tips on how to make eyelashes or like short eyelashes look better, then please feel free to let me know. I'm really conscious of my brows. I need to do my brows. If you didn't know, I actually have my brows like tinted, so I need to just wash over it with a pencil. This, my lip combination today is going to be the MAC Oh Honey Pro Longwear Lip Pencil with the Kylie Jenner Birthday Suit Velvet, which was a very nice set that I got in when she had that vacation collection, something like that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off again and put my lip on because I can't really see, the mirror's too far, and I'm going to do my eyebrows and then I'm going to come back. Give me one moment. Okay guys, I am back. So I've got my brows on, just a very subtle wash with, I actually used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, I think, and I just did a little kind of light wash over it. And my lip combo, like I said, was MAC's Oh Honey Pro Longwear Lip Liner and the Kylie Jenner Velvet in Birthday Suit, which is a nice little nude actually. So this is generally my everyday look. I'm just going to set with the All Nighter Urban Decay Long Lasting Makeup Spray. This packaging is pretty old, but that spray is amazing. And yeah, so yeah, that's basically all my wedding planning so far. Just having a look at my list. I've also ticked off wedding night accommodation. So yes, I have booked our hotel stay because there is no accommodation at the venue, but there's many hotels nearby, so I've booked that. So yeah, so that is currently how my planning has been so far. I think I'm pretty I'm pretty on time with things, so that's all good. The next thing we're gonna have to do is organise Dan's suit, best man's suits, bridesmaid's dress, honeymoon, wedding rings, invites, hair and makeup. So yeah, I am in talks with two of my friends who are, one's a makeup artist and one's a hair stylist. So yeah, so hopefully they're going to be able to do my kind of like bridal hair and makeup, and also my bridesmaids. Yeah, so that is that. All in all, getting married and wedding stuff is very expensive. When you come to see things and you're like, why is that cost so much? Oh, another thing that just reminded me is I booked my dance floor. So basically in this venue you can clip down like LED dance floor, so I've booked that. I've booked a photo booth and I've booked some like disco lights, so that's cool because you can have a party. But yeah, yeah, so everything is just so expensive. Like, just one thing, you just might as well just triple or quadruple the price when you say wedding, because that's how the business is. And yeah, so if you're thinking to get married, I would consider the costs and everything, but you know, hopefully you only do it once and that's it. So that's my excuse for everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't ramble on too much, but I do get excited talking about my wedding. Yeah, and I think people are like bored to death of me talking about it for now. But yeah, so I've never shared that with you guys, but now I hope you don't get bored of me sharing it more on my channel. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you find it useful, and yeah, and thank you for getting ready with me as I was talking to you. But yeah, I will see you again soon in my next video, and please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.